The main thing I was saying is I thought that we could come up with like a better name besides the Guardians.
Well, there was this whole thing on their page, like, for people to vote on and stuff. I forget all the names that they had, but there was...
Was there a thing where they could vote on it?
You must have mistaken it for another dog.
Oh. Baron is immediate family.
Hi, and welcome to the FRANKENTHINGYAX podcast. And today, Sam's back. Sam's here.
Back.
I'm Frank and I'm here. Jimmy's here.
Only momentarily.
I think it's been a whole year since I've done this at your house.
It has been at least a year.
So, yeah, it's been a while since we tried to do this thing. They were watching MasterChef earlier, which I really like. They were talking about pasta, and I remember making pasta before at Big Bear Mountain in California. Some friends and I rented a house, and we went to the house, and the first meal we made was spaghetti. Like, it was all, pre-made stuff, but we put it together in a big pot.
Right.
And we made spaghetti. And then, I remember later, like the next year, my one friend, who was on the trip with us, this time he had his own on-base housing, and his wife was there. And he's like, my mom makes amazing spaghetti. But she makes her own, homemade sauce. So it was a whole day. It was an event.
Right.
We went to the store. We got tomatoes and peppers and all sorts of stuff. We chopped them up. And then we, made a sauce.
Right, and you have to let it, cook for hours.
Yeah, I think it cooked for, an hour. I don't think hours, maybe an hour or whatever.
Oh, man. My stepmom, when she used to do, a homemade sauce, it would be cooking all day.
Kind of ironic, but my boss brought in a giant thing of pasta that his wife made with homemade sauce. Mm. And he shared it with all of us.
I made spaghetti yesterday, and then we were laying in bed last night, and I was like, oh, hold on. I can wait then, I guess.
Okay.
Anyway, it wasn't that important. Sorry, I had a phone call. Logo's watching fireworks. So I made spaghetti last night, and then we were laying in bed, and Joey was like, okay, good night. And I sat there for 3 minutes, and I was like, I don't think I put the pasta away. He was like, well, okay, thanks for that. I say good night, love you, and you tell me that you forgot the spaghetti.
Right.
And I did not put it away. I found it this morning.
Was it all stuck together?
Not too stuck. There was enough sauce in there.
Oh, that's right. Because you put the sauce in it. I was saying that I don't like to put the sauce in it.
Right, you gotta put the sauce in it so your noodles get all saucy.
Measure out my own amount of sauce, because other than that, it's usually undersauced or oversauced. Usually oversauced. It's like I eat all the thing, and my plate,
light sauce.
My plate is still just covered in sauce, and it's too much.
You just like light sauce.
I don't like that. Do you make meatballs?
I do sometimes. Last night I didn't. It was 7:30, and the boys decided. Then they wanted dinner.
Well, what did you have with it? Just noodles and sauce?
No, just pre-made meatballs.
Oh, pre-made's fine, I guess. You know what else I like? Those little sausages. Those little tiny...
The ones in the can?
Not in the can. They're not in a can. They're in a package. They're these tiny little sausage thingies.
I don't know what you're talking about. I think I've seen them. I don't think I've ever eaten them or bought them. But I think I know what you're talking about.
They're great in the spaghetti. Sometimes my mom would do that.
Oh. See, I thought about doing the hot dogs in the spaghetti and seeing if Logan wanted that, and he was like, no. But I've seen where they do it on a video or whatever, where you put the noodles through the hot dog, 4 or 5 noodles, and it makes the perfect size bite.
Either that or it can look like an octopus or something.
Right, yeah. So it's fun for the kids. It's easier to eat.
But no, there's these tiny little sausages.
Like Vienna sausage.
It's not a Vienna sausage.
No, it's not. Okay.
It's way better than that.
Oh, okay.
So now you got me intrigued, and you got to tell me what these are.
And Frank was supposed to bring over surf and turf for dinner, and he did not.
Was he supposed to, or did you just try to con him?
I wasn't supposed to. We had...
I kind of had a conversation about it.
Crab legs.
Hey, by the way...
We had crab legs the other day.
We did have crab legs the other day.
We had crab legs the other day, and then she's like, come over, but you need to get more because I don't have enough. And I go to Walmart, and they're like fucking cleaned out. I'm like, there's only king crab here.
I know, he called me and he was like, what kind? I was like, snow crab. He was like, they have king crab. I was like, no, it's terrible and it hurts you when you try to open it. Don't get it. So then he found like this little bag of crab legs.
Just
that was like a pound.
Extra
it wasn't very much.
Fresh one, yeah. It wasn't
Luckily,
very much.
Logan doesn't eat very much. He's,
Actually, I was like, I gave him like my last piece. It was like I had like one big one, and I cracked it and I gave it to him because I'm like, did you even get anything, bro? Because it seemed like he was struggling a couple times.
He does struggle with them, but it's good for him to learn how to crack them open.
So yeah, I should get crab legs again from just myself, probably at my house.
Screw you.
At my house. I mean, I guess you could have some if you came over, but just whatever.
I don't want to do that.
No, that's fine.
So we did that Embark DNA test on Milo to see what kind of dog he is. I'm
Did
a
you see
little
what he?
disappointed with
Did you
the
see what he
results.
did to me? Look at my arm.
I see. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see the scratches through all the tattoos.
You can
Just
still
gonna
see
put
the
that out there.
scratches. Look, you can see the red.
Yeah, I can see it a little bit.
Through the KMK there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. He was very wanting to play with you
He
today.
got a little aggressive. I mean, I played with him a little bit, and then he just like wouldn't leave me alone.
I know. He growled at him for like half hour trying to get his attention. And here he is again.
Oh, hello, buddy.
Look at
Yeah, so his main breed is Nigerian elk hound, which looks nothing like him, FYI.
I'm sure we got the right results here.
I don't know. It said that he was supposed to be a medium to light, or a light to medium shedder, which he's a very heavy shedder. Supposed to have a black to brown nose, and he has a pink nose. Most likely not albino, even though he's fully white.
Most likely. Just like, he's maybe a little albino. You want to argue the color in the ears, but I mean, it's not that much.
No.
He's
got that little coat, like a real light fin.
Right along his spine, it's
and then
like,
you can see like
that golden.
But then you can see like the underbelly, and it's like so pink.
So this is a Norwegian elk hound.
He doesn't look anything like that at all.
No, not
There's
at all.
nothing
They're
like
full
that in him.
and fluffy and colored.
I could see a
no
golden
idea.
retriever in some sort of pit.
He has like 6% golden retriever.
What was his highest percent? Was the one you just
the elk
showed
hound.
me?
Yeah, that's his highest percent, which is like 35% or something.
Nah, someone messed it up.
Yeah, I don't see that at all. That's what I'm saying.
Right?
That's not right.
And then the other one was Pit, which is 26%.
I can see
So
Pit.
a pit bull terrier, and then he had like a Stanford terrier or something. And so that one was another like 17% or something. So I guess his main breed between the two would be a terrier, but they're two different kinds of terrier.
I don't know. See, when I think terrier, though, I think of small yappy dogs.
I think of a smaller dog. Actually, I think of Shiloh. Was it Shiloh?
I
A
don't
TV
know
show with a
Shiloh.
small dog. You know what I'm talking about? It's making any sense?
Yeah, there is a movie about a small dog that's called Shiloh, but it's like a beagle.
Maybe it's a beagle.
It's a beagle.
See, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie now.
Are you thinking of
Little-
Nick and Noelle with the
had
white
the-
dog?
Nope.
What's the movie with the little? I think it was a Russell Terrier.
That one.
Lady
I
and
think
the
that's
Tramp?
what I'm looking at.
No, I don't know, because he drives the car.
The dog?
Yeah.
What?
Dog doesn't drive the car.
Yeah.
Speaking
well,
of...
no, the kid
Like
makes
all
it
dogs
look
go
like.
to heaven?
No, it's.
Oliver and Company. I'm just guessing movies with dogs at this point. I have no idea.
Speaking of movies with dogs in it, did you guys see? Did you watch Cruella at all?
Yes.
Was
Oh
it-
my
I have
god.
not.
I liked it, but it was so long. I had no idea. This movie was like 2.5 hours.
You didn't think it was dumb? You didn't think the
No, I
part
didn't.
where her parents died or whatever, her mom died, was dumb? Was like the dumbest thing ever?
No.
Like she hates Dalmatians because the Dalmatian ran up and pushed her mom off a balcony?
Right. Well,
Like,
because
what
the
the
other
fuck
lady
was that?
The other lady
Oh
like
my god, that
trained
was
them to do
so
that.
dumb.
You didn't like
And
it?
specifically Dalmatians? Like what is
I
happening?
like the fact that like
No.
they
Why can't
gave
she
her
just-
this
Why can't she just?
backstory
Why
to
can't
make
she?
her
Why
into
can't she
that.
just be a mean bitch? She's like, oh, the Dalmatians killed my parents.
Because that way you have feelings.
Just awful.
Whatever.
Awful, awful writers.
What I liked
What were they even
it.
doing? And then I seen a video with Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, like doing like a movie review, but not like the movie, but like a preview review. Like he was watching the trailer.
Right.
Yeah.
And
in the trailer, he was watching, and he's like, "Where are the fucking dogs?"
Yeah. I've seen. He's done a couple of it. He even did one about his movie coming up, the new guy or something, or not the new guy.
Is it new guy? Is it just
we were
guy?
just talking about new
Yeah,
guy.
guy. Maybe it's guy.
Guy something.
This is the American Staffordshire Terrier
I can see that.
that he has.
That's totally believable.
It's gonna drive me nuts. I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, like look, you can totally see it in the ears, right?
Yeah, in this one.
His
These
weird
ones
floppy ears.
This one he's cut, obviously.
Right, he's cut.
Isn't that fucked up that we do that to dogs sometimes?
Yeah, when you cut their tails and
Cut
their
their
ears.
tails and their ears? I just
But
think
there are times
I just
legit
think,
that like his tail hurts like hell. Like maybe he should have had his tail cropped.
I just think it makes it look cool, bro. I just like the way it looks. Just
Yeah,
gonna
I don't
cut
like the way it
just gonna
looks.
cut his fucking
I
ears.
think
Yeah,
it's-
I don't
I
like
think
the way it
it's
looks
weird.
either.
But then I thought about this
And they
is
do
like
it to-
weird. Like the other day with Zoe because she's got such a bushy tail. I was like petting her tail and you can like tell where it comes to a point and an end. I was like, how weird would her tail look naked? Like without any fur on it. It looks so weird, right?
But what's the one? The Rottweilers. Is it the not the Rottweiler? Doberman Pinscher.
Dobermans, yeah.
It's like just a standard to cut their ears every
Right.
time.
Their ears and their tail.
Just every time. Their ears and their tail.
Right.
They just
I find that kind
cut
of
'em.
messed up. Like that's the standard.
It's for the look.
It's like that dog's gotta have that shit done.
Mm-hmm. I had a dog that I forget what breed she was, but she was like mental, and she ate her tail, so we had to get it chopped off.
The
But
dog. I think you told me this before. Actually, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, she like started eating her tail, so we had to get it chopped off.
That's crazy.
I know.
Dogs are
Pretty
dumb.
crazy. I mean, they're dogs. They're not dumb. They're not super smart, but
Speaking of dogs, dude,
they're not dumb.
my fucking Instagram. I try to set my Instagram up so I'm looking at like Instagram chicks and tattoos.
Right.
But every once in a while, for some reason, like a dog video will pop up.
Because
And then
everybody likes dog videos.
Apparently, I keep clicking on them because more and more keep showing up in my feed.
You told me that you were ruining your feed.
I see my feed just videos of dogs and I'm like, oh, this is amazing, and just like one after another. The other day, last weekend, I think I was gonna come over here, but I didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And I swear I spent like an hour just watching
Dog videos.
dog clips.
So you never answered my question. Why are you wearing a princess shirt?
Oh, you don't like my princess shirt? I just
Not
got it the
really.
other day. Isn't it amazing?
No.
You don't like it? Okay.
It's kind of weird though. I mean, they're all Disney princesses.
I
And
know.
I like Disney, but
But you
I
don't like
know.
the shirt?
It-
They're all the like a Disney princess, like the original Disney princesses, not this new Frozen shit or whatever.
I know. It's
Like
just
the old
it's
school
weird.
theme.
Yeah, there's Aurora and Cinderella, Jasmine, Belle, Snow White, and Ariel.
Yep. Pretty dope, right?
I don't know. It just looks kind of weird on you.
Yeah, whatever.
The doggies are hearing the fireworks.
I know. Those are the fireworks that Logan is watching.
Dude, my parents set off fireworks on the 4th of July.
Yeah, we were
And
there.
I sat in the hot tub when we did it.
I know, and you made all the kids mad because then Aaliyah was wanting to get in the hot tub, and all the other kids were wanting to get in the hot tub, and they were told no.
Fuck 'em. I'm an adult. That was my time. I was like, they closed it all up and the kids can't go in. I'm like, I'm fucking going in, bro.
Whatever.
It was like a Cartman response right there from South Park. Screw you guys, I'm going in the hot tub.
That's right.
Like,
I can do what I want. Where you going?
I'm gonna go get a snack because he's eating popcorn.
And also, I think it was the first time I went to my parents' house and I didn't live there. I went
Was
to
that
their...
really the first time? You went over there for Easter, didn't you? For a little bit before you came here?
Oh, no, you're right. I did. I did go to Easter. No, did I go to Easter?
You came here for Easter because they went out of town, but I thought you went and saw them in the morning before they left.
I went to dinner one day. I think it was around Easter.
Oh yeah, they made Easter dinner like 3 days later because they weren't home.
Right, because they had it somewhere else, and then my mom was going to still do a ham, and then she gave me... I think you guys all gave me ham. I had too much. I had to throw some out.
Yeah, we always throw ham out. It happens.
But that was like, maybe I want to say legit party that my parents threw that I didn't live at my house.
Right.
Which it seemed weird. We all came over. Everyone was over. I ate food. I couldn't go to my room because there was nothing in there.
You had to stay and socialize.
Which I usually end up doing at some point.
Right.
I still walked up there and looked at it. I'm like, man, it's still empty. I'm surprised I haven't filled it with shit yet.
With what?
Actually, I don't know. Whatever thing, they just end up acquiring more and more stuff. My nightmare. Here's my nightmare scenario. I go home and I go upstairs to my old room and there's just like workout equipment that they're never gonna fucking use.
That happens a lot. They turn it into a workout room.
Yeah, but they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, well, that's not really the point.
Yeah, that'd be a terrible spot for a workout room. On the second floor?
Yeah, you have to walk up the stairs to go to the workout room. That's part of it, though. You gotta get motivated.
No. The heat rises, and then you're gonna go be exercising with all that heat.
I don't go room.
That's why everyone likes to do like their workout rooms in the basement because it's
Right.
colder down there.
I'm just saying they have stuff in the basement, but
Right.
We live in Ohio. It's cold, like, I don't know, 6 months, 8 months, 9 months out of the year. I think it's fine.
Anyways,
Our basement's always cold.
so I went to their house in my new car that I had just gotten, and I was kind of, hyped about it. But on my trunk, I just noticed there's like some scratches on it.
Oh, shit.
Dude, I looked at it the other day, and I so hyper focused on it that it bothered me so much. I'm like, it's a brand new car. How didn't I see this?
Dude, you have to check
These
for that shit.
motherfuckers. And then, like, I want to go back there and be like, look at this. Like, I didn't do this, but I'm not very good at those type of things.
Gotta get better at it.
Like, what would I do? Like, what are they even going to do? Like, they're like, well,
We'll fix it.
it's already old.
Mm-mm. So I, legit, took forever looking at my Jeep when we got it. Because there were so many problems. I was like, okay, well, there was clearly, some of those car dealerships, put their mark on the car.
Yeah.
There was that they had taken off, and so you could still see the outline of it.
Oh, man.
I was
no.
that needs to get taken off. There's a scratch over here. This is over here. The fucking windshield was broken. So, but they knew about that. It was broken when it came in, and so they knew they had to fix it. But, yeah, there was all kinds of stuff wrong with it. I probably shouldn't have even took it. I probably should have screw you guys. No.
Right. My car was brand new, though. It still had...
My car was brand new, too.
It still had, I think it had 100 miles on it. Is that a lot? It's not a lot, right? That's
my Mazda
just,
only had 40 or 70 miles.
That's
when
just
I
from all
bought
the test drives, right? And
Right.
it's like
And then the Jeep only had 50 miles on it because they had taken it over in a bed or whatever.
Dude, I swear to God, my car prior, the red one that I had, when I got it, it had legit only 42 miles on it or something.
Right.
Like a super low number. I'm like, holy shit, this is really
Basically a brand new car. Just a couple people drove it.
fresh as
Right.
fuck.
That's how the Mazda was. It had 40 miles on it, and then I test drove it, but they let me keep it for an extended test drive because I wasn't sure,
But you're
So
just
I had it for a whole day, and I drove it everywhere.
You're doing the whole lease thing, right?
Yeah, I'm just doing a lease.
Yeah.
Which makes more sense to me because, I just bought a house. Some people were talking shit. They're like, I own my own car. Like, whatever, bro. I have a house. I lease my car because what do I do?
We have a house and 2 cars, so ha.
What do? I go to work, I go home. Like, people are worried about the miles that they're going to put on their car,
Well, that's a big deal with the lease, though.
I don't want to be restricted. Every time I've been under my miledge.
Yeah, but if you work 30, 45 minutes away from work and you're driving 60 miles a day going back and forth, that adds up.
See,
that was a concern for me with the Jeep.
But I would calculate that in. I calculate all that stuff.
Right, but sometimes you're over that calculation. You get what, 1,250 miles a month, basically?
See, in a sense, I feel like you'd be a good...
1,250.
You'd be a good candidate for an electric car.
You could do 12,000 miles a year. Not 12,000. Isn't it 12,000?
Yeah, 12,000 miles a year.
Yeah,
for
12,000 miles a year.
1,000 miles a month, or you can upgrade it to 1,250 a month, which equals out to whatever it does at the end of the year.
And I'm not even that. I'm only doing 10,000
Right, but just me driving back and forth to work is more than 1,000 miles a month.
I don't know if it is because before
I've averaged it out. It was it's 20.
I guess
it's 45 miles.
Your house is a little further away than I realized.
Right.
from Mentor.
Oh yeah, it's a while for Mentor
It
because
is
now
a
they
like
live
the
in
last
Princeton.
street before, or the second to last street.
Yeah,
before
it's so
Geneva.
far away because even like when I came over Wednesday from my house over to here, I'm like,
Right,
Jesus,
you didn't
this
get
is a
here until
long
like
trip.
6:30. I was like, dude, I gotta start cooking. Like, you're taking too long.
Jesus,
Logan's
this is a long
starving.
trip. I would have been quicker, but I had to find the crab legs in Walmart,
Right.
which I was like, I don't know where the fuck they are.
I actually went to Giant Eagle myself the other day. First time going to the store myself in a year.
Yeah, how's that?
It was okay. I only bought like a couple things, like 4
John Eagle
things.
would have been good. They probably would have had crab legs.
Yeah,
They got rid of their whole meat side, though.
I should have went there first. I'm more of a go to Giant Eagle rather than Walmart. I don't like going to Walmart, actually.
So why'd you go to
I
Walmart?
don't know, because you suggested it, and I'm like, okay, I'll go there, maybe I'll go there. But I
Oh,
should
you asked me
stop.
where I got the crab leg. I said I just got the box at Walmart.
Yeah, that's why I did that. But, yeah, it was ransacked. That fucking part, I could see there's a big empty spot, but there was still like 3 or 4 king crab. You could tell people were like hesitant, but some people took them. But there was just like a big fucking empty spot.
Have you ever had king crab?
I want to say yes.
I don't really like king crab.
But like it's not as good though.
Right, I
kind
don't
of
think it's good.
agree with you that it's not as good. Like the snow crab might be a little smaller and daintier, but it's easier to break open and it seems more, I don't know, better. It
I like
seems
the
a little
meat better. I like the texture of the meat better. And then like the king crab's a little bit more chewy, I guess.
It's more chewy. It's more rough. Maybe at some points it seems more dirty too for some reason. I don't know what I'm talking about.
But I don't like opening the king crab. That shit like hurts my hands. Like I need some heavy duty gloves to
They're
open
kind
that
of
shit.
like they're monsters.
I know.
So
All those
like-
spikes are to protect them, and people still kill them and eat them.
You just need a hammer. Just
A
hammer.
hammer won't work. I used the crackers on them, but you still gotta like open it more.
We were talking about
Eh.
I've seen it on like a couple different like TV shows where they have like it's all lined up and they got a bunch of crabs and stuff.
They
on
do
there.
that
You just
shit-
Come up with a friggin' hammer and smack it. I'm like,
they do that shit in the
such
South.
brutality.
They do
Right.
that shit in the South. That's
So-
like Louisiana, Florida type stuff.
Right. So speaking of, as we were watching Master Chef, we watched this episode the other day where they were doing crabs, and the one lady was crying because she was so upset to kill a crab, and the other lady was ripping this thing apart while it was still alive. And Gordon Ramsay went up and was like, "No, you can't do that. Like,
First,
it's
you
still
gotta-
alive.
you gotta kill
You're-
it first.
This is completely inhumane.
Like-
Like, you can't do this. Plus, you're gonna ruin this flavor of
Like
the
you
meat."
go back of the
Like-
head in
Right.
a certain spot.
And so she was like, "Yes, chef, yes." And then she kept ripping this live crab apart.
Jesus Christ.
She was like a kid with with a daddy long leg picking
Yeah.
off the legs.
Like, she didn't even pick off the legs, man. She like took the top of the shell and like ripped the back off. It was intense. It was pretty
Dude,
pretty intense.
like you only watched season 1. You've watched other seasons, haven't you?
Yeah.
There's one season with the blind chick I was trying to tell you about.
Right.
And
I
she
haven't
has-
watched the blind check.
She
Or I
has to
haven't
do it.
noticed watching it.
She has to do a challenge. You would know because
Right,
she's
I
actually
assume
pretty
I would
good.
know.
She's actually pretty good. Makes it pretty far. But there is a challenge like that where they have live things,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's like, ah, ah,
Because it's moving.
because it's moving, and she's
And
still
she-
gotta do it herself. She's still gotta kill it herself.
Right.
Like she still gets like an assistant that like tell her things, but
Mm-hmm.
like the assistant can't really do anything.
Right. They can't
except,
cook for her. They can only take direction.
except like tell her like where like ingredients and stuff are or
Right.
something. It's some sort of something worked out like that.
Now, I don't know
But
what
it's-
season that is. I'll have to watch it.
I don't know. It's still pretty amazing what she does though.
Yeah, no,
It's
Sam,
very
Sam's
impressive.
been watching.
No way.
It's very
Sam's been watching
impressive.
Gordon Ramsay different shows, bar rescues,
For years,
for
man.
years. I mean,
Dude, I love Gordon Ramsay too. He's very inspiring.
I like the
He makes me wanna
the
do-
24 hours to hell and back,
Makes
where
me
he
wanna
like
do
goes
more.
into the restaurants and they're like bug infested and they need remodeled, and he like shuts everything. He's like, "Shut this shit down," and like they remodel the entire kitchen and the entire restaurant. Like, I love this.
Boom. I didn't watch that one, but I watched MasterChef, Hell's Kitchen, and Kitchen Nightmares.
I like Kitchen Nightmares too.
Kitchen Nightmares. Have you watched Kitchen Nightmares?
I've watched them with her.
There's
Right, like he doesn't watch.
Have you seen the different? You probably haven't watched all, but there's different versions, right? So he's from Britain, England, some
England.
shit like that. Actually, wait, no. Is he from Wales?
I have no idea.
I
What
don't
it is.
think so.
Holy!
Might wanna
Look it
that
up.
one.
Look it up.
Anyway,
Look it up. Where's Gordon Ramsay from? Anyway, so he starts in like what's the whole part called? Great Britain?
Yeah, he starts over in Britain, and then they have like the Australian one, and they have like all these other
Anyways,
places that they are before they get to
Johnstone, United Kingdom. Okay.
Before they get to America.
Anyways, so in the United Kingdom, which Europe. I just want to say Europe because it includes like Scottish. Is he British or Scottish? Yeah, he's Scottish. He's a Scottish chef. That's right. I knew that.
Have you watched the ones where he like cooks in his house with his kids?
I've seen YouTube videos where he cooks.
I forget what show that's on. It's on Hulu too. So I watch that one too sometimes.
Anyway, so when he's in the United Kingdom or Europe or whatever, because he goes to like France and Spain and other places like that around that same area, he Kitchen Nightmares, where he tries to help people out. He's got a week to do it.
Right.
The ones in Europe are more reasonable. They're like, okay, we know something's wrong.
Yeah, they want to listen to him versus like America. They're like, fuck you, I can do what
together.
I want.
Right.
It's not my food.
We are going to work. But yeah, in the American version, these guys are so arrogant. Like, what do they think? It's like they think like, oh, we'll just get Gordon Ramsay, come here. And then people will flock to the place and realize my food's so fucking good, bro.
Right.
And then he comes there and he tells us it's disgusting and they get so offended. Like, this fucking guy. And,
right.
Oh my God.
He doesn't know anything. Like, oh my God, have you seen the one, and you'll know what I'm talking about. I forget what the restaurant is. But with the wife that's blonde and married to the older guy that takes the tips from the servers. Like, the servers don't make tips. And, like, he's like, well, if they did more, they'd get to keep their tips. Like, craziest thing ever. She's like, my food's amazing, whatever, da-da-da-da-da. But then she, like, serves him, like, raw pizza. Like, it's not even cooked.
I think I did see that. There's a couple ones with pizzas that they're
you gotta remember this one. This one's crazy, man. This girl.
I might have been said. But yeah, there's some where these people are fucking serving pizza that just, like, looks disgusting.
Right,
it's
or
like
it's got
raw,
like grease like puddled on top,
puddled
or
in
it's like
grease.
not even cooked.
I was like, what is this? And like people love my pizza.
People love
people
my
are
pizza.
amazing.
I got the best pizza ever.
But
like,
I don't understand why they're
suck.
not coming to my restaurant.
I agree with you though. Like he does make me want to cook better. Like I want to like try different things.
It's just the cooking, but not just the cooking, but whatever it is that I want to do. It's like I still want to bring that like mindset to it.
Right.
That what you're doing, you're precise, and you're like whatever it's going on, you know.
Right. You gotta put the heart in it.
Kind of motivates.
She says right, but she's the type of person that's like a dash, a pinch, like no recipe whatsoever. Just
I don't say follow the recipe. I don't know how to follow a recipe.
Clearly.
Legitimately.
No. You don't even need to follow a recipe precisely. Gordon Ramsay's whole thing is you season it, you whip it up, and then you taste it,
right.
and you're like, this needs like some more garlic,
right?
And then you feel like a pinch or a thing or whatever.
Right, you add
he
it
doesn't
to taste.
He doesn't sit there and measure things out when he does it.
That's what I told him. I've tried
I'm
to
not
follow
a cook,
recipes.
alright?
I just can't.
I'm like
But
not a cook.
to be fair, he will follow recipes
to be fair,
to the T, and he will still mess them up and get so pissed off that they're not cooked right. And I'm like, well, because you're following it to exactly. Like every oven's a little different. Like
this irks me so bad. This drives me nuts. Okay. You look up a recipe, you find the recipe, you follow it to the letter. It says preheat oven to this, you do that. You wait however long it tells you, you put the stuff in there, and it comes out, and it's not cooked right. I'm like, dude, I followed the instructions.
Yeah, the instructions aren't always totally right. Because, like, I mean, if you look at instructions on some other stuff, like maybe some macaroni and cheese or even ramen noodles. Have you ever read the instructions on ramen noodles and how long you're supposed to cook it?
Right,
No.
3.5 minutes.
I feel like if you follow that to a T, sometimes your noodles are going to be raw. Because you don't know,
right.
like, however your stove works, you just got to feel whether they're cooked or not.
Also, it doesn't give you a time frame for the stove. For the microwave, it's 3.5 minutes.
Fuck the microwave. Who's cooking them in the microwave?
I cook them in the microwave.
What kind
I have
of
no choice.
lazy, fucking homeless person are you cooking ramen noodles in the microwave?
Only ramen noodles.
God.
That's the only thing I cook in the microwave.
Hold up.
But
if you're going to insult somebody, you can't be like a homeless person using a microwave. All right?
I don't know.
The homeless
Dude,
person's going to use a little gas stove.
So, typically when people cook them on the stove, ramen noodles, just based on what they are, they cook too much on the stove, and then the noodles are always overcooked. I have never had anybody make ramen noodle on the stove that does not overcook the noodles. And I cannot stand the overcooked noodles.
How are they? What's overcooked? Like, I don't even know what that's like.
Like,
What's
they're
overcooked?
mush.
They're mush, yeah.
They're like They're overcooked.
I've cooked ramen noodles for years. I don't make them mush. I know exactly how to do it.
I think you probably do. You just don't know what an overcooked noodle is.
I know exactly. Like, noodles are so simple. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like,
Jimmy almost caught the kitchen on fire making noodles. It's not that simple.
I make my shit fancy. When I do noodles...
Thanks for that.
I've done noodles where I do the noodles, and I do a hard-boiled egg that I take with it, and then I'll bake a fucking veggie egg roll, and then I'll have some chicken, too, with it. It's a whole thing.
Oh, in your ramen noodle? There you go. That's good.
Really?
You just use that as the base.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's spicy. How the fuck do you cook to almost burn the house down? What's this?
Right. So, young me here. Never really having to cook on my own here. I put a pot of water.
Stove.
We had a gas stove. I put a pot of cold water on. Okay?
And stuck the noodles in.
Then I took the box of noodles and I dumped it straight in. First off, I was completely unaware of the fact that the water needed to be boiling.
Yep,
before I put it in there.
First.
Secondly,
it's a really important part.
I was completely unaware of the fact that you broke the noodles in half. That was just on me. All right. So what happened is the noodles.
You don't have to break the noodles in half. You just have to make sure you're watching them. If you're not,
or that your pot's tall enough. I've gotten this. Okay.
Right,
I looked up videos after the fact, after like yelling at myself for being pretty dumb. But what happened is the tall noodles in the short pot, they drooped over. And they reached down to right where the gas flame was coming up. Oh my God. Caught the noodle on fire.
What were you doing?
And I was like, it's in water. How do you put it out? It's in water.
Jesus Christ.
So then I dumped it. So then I dumped it into the sink and I was like, yep, okay, we're ordering out. I can't cook.
Where did this happen? What house is it? We
were in Texas.
Oh my God.
It was when he had first moved in with me. And I was at work. I wasn't even home when he was doing this. Apparently, he was trying to teach himself how to cook while I was at work. And wasting a lot of food trying to figure out how to cook it.
Yeah.
And having a few fires. I think he's had like 3 fires.
It wasn't a lot of food, alright? It was some food.
That's crazy that you...
I feel like everybody tries that.
You lived in Texas for a while. To
Why?
me. I don't know. It's just crazy.
You lived in, California for a while, didn't
you?
Yeah,
but that was the military shit. I didn't actually...
Do you even know everywhere that I've lived?
I didn't like buy
Or is it crazy that he lived in Texas?
That him. Because you were out, right?
Yeah, I got out and moved to Texas for her.
That's right.
To see if our relationship would work. Clearly it did. We're married now.
Fucking
5-year anniversary coming up.
Do you have any pictures of that old house? Because I've never seen it.
I honestly don't even know if we do.
Probably not.
It was like, I feel like that was before we really had like the really smartphones. We didn't really take too many pictures.
That's crazy. That is before the smartphones.
Yeah, it was 10 years ago. This is our 10-year anniversary together, 5 years married.
I remember when I still had a flip phone. But like right before I was getting out of the Marine Corps, I had a flip phone. And then my one buddy had like the first Android like smartphone. But it still slid open with the keyboard.
I remember the Razor.
Because you still had an iPod. That you were using as a paperweight because you didn't even know how to plug it into the computer to use it.
I think I had a Razor phone at one point. The flip phone, the Razor. I had that, and then my buddy had one of the first Androids with the whole screen. You can go on the internet and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? What is that? And he showed me it. I'm like, I want that. I want that now. I definitely want that. And I called my mom. I'm like, Mom, I'm upgrading my phone. This is what's happening.
Right. I don't think I got my first I don't even remember when I got my first smartphone. So when he first came to Georgia, when I was living in Georgia, when he was still in the military and he was visiting, I had my iPod that was a paperweight because I had no idea how to use it. Mm-hmm. I definitely did not have a smartphone because I had no idea what that even comprehension.
You had this worst Magellan freaking navigator ever.
Navigator. He was like, okay. So he bought me like a new head unit for my car because I had like a really old one or something. Yes. And I didn't have the jack for the iPod.
Yep.
And then he bought me a new navigation thing because it told us to turn right, go straight, and turn left all at the same time while we were at a red light.
Yep.
And you never put anything on my iPod, I don't think, or did you?
No, because you didn't have iTunes or anything hooked up on the computer.
I didn't have anything.
You had an iPod, but you didn't have a computer or music or anything to use it for. So it was like, I don't even know who gave this to you.
My mom got it for me for a gift, but I just didn't know what to do with it.
And of course, I came to visit. I didn't bring my laptop.
That's where I got my navigation thing from too, because I remember. So she gave me her old GPS because I was moving from Ohio to Georgia, and she was like, "You're gonna get lost." Oh, Logan's home. So she gave me that.
Or somebody just waved and ride the wave with me, and I was like,
We're totally off topic.
That's disgusting.
We were talking and I wasn't recording because I got interrupted. Always.
I'm going to bed.
Oh, great. Now he's leaving. You know, when I was at Jake's house for 14 episodes, I don't think I was interrupted once. And
sorry, we have a kid.
Here, it's already been 2 times.
Quite frankly, he was only one of the times. I think I interrupted one of the times. I'm, what is the word?
You're leaving?
Spastic?
Persistent?
No, not persistent. I mean, yeah, sometimes persistent, but like
bitchy.
Scatterbrained. Not bitchy. Mean. I don't remember. Yes, okay, I am mean. I'll give you that one. That one is accurate. I don't mean to be mean. I just have like
ice.
A dark personality.
Made out of ice.
Not made out of ice.
Bossy.
You?
Very bossy.
Yeah. Yes. What is it that you were telling me, dear, that, do you remember?
Yeah, because that totally rings a bell.
What were you saying earlier when I was, like, cracking the whip and stuff? You were saying something about that. What was the rest of it?
I don't remember.
I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, okay. So, sure, I can be a little bit bossy and a little bit mean. That is accurate. Demanding. But I'm also nice and caring and lovable. I have good qualities, too.
Yeah, when you're not being mean or in pain.
Don't be a jerk.
I'm not being a jerk. I've said nothing negative here. I've spoken nothing but the truth.
That's not accurate. You can be a jerk too sometimes.
This wasn't about me.
Whatever. Go to bed.
Okay, good night.
Okay, good night. Love you. Go away.
Whoa.
Do you see the fire your brother's having?
No.
He's having a fire.
Is that on Facebook?
Yeah. See? Fire.
Wow. Great. Cool.
Hey, for all of you that way overshare on Facebook, stop. Nobody cares.
For sure. What? What was that? What was the point of that?
Just to let people know. Like, I don't give a damn what you had for breakfast today.
Oh.
Like, some people just way overshare.
You know what I had for breakfast?
I don't give a damn.
Do you want to know what I had for breakfast?
No, I don't.
Well, this is all about conversation and stuff that we're interested in.
Do you want to know what I had for breakfast?
Yeah, what do you have?
Lucky Charms clusters. It's a new type of Lucky Charms where they, like, cluster the cereal part of the Lucky Charms into marshmallow clusters like Rice Krispie treats. Do you remember those? The Rice Krispie treat cereal?
Too big of a bite.
It is a little big, and it's not as good as I was expecting. But it wasn't bad.
Oh.
It was okay.
You know, I haven't ate cereal for breakfast in a couple years, actually. Maybe that's a lie. I had to have eaten it when I still live with my mom and dad, because they always have cereal. But I don't always eat it. But there was definitely a couple times. So at least 9 months since I've had cereal for breakfast.
Yeah. I typically have, like, strawberries and grapes and some type of bread, whether it's, like, half of a bagel or a peanut butter and jelly or a piece of toast.
I typically don't eat shit. Actually, I don't eat anything for breakfast. I always skip breakfast.
I have to have breakfast.
Ever
since, like, all this happened, like, if I wake up and don't eat, I'm, like, miserable.
You know what else I found out? This is, like, going way into a different side, but you know, sometimes I like to play poker.
Right.
It's like a thing that I do sometimes. Mm-hmm. Like at the casino, I'll do online poker. I find if I'm gonna eat before I play bad.
That's weird.
But if I starve myself and play, I play good.
That doesn't make any sense. Why?
I don't know, but it's like if I feel too full, I'm too relaxed, I'm too passive. But if I'm hungry, I'm like focused and aggressive or whatever. I don't know.
That's really weird, but okay.
It's weird like that.
It's good to know, I guess.
It's
if
like
you ever like go into one of those legit poker tournaments.
It's like if I'm too full and I go to play, I can't do it. I'm not gonna play good at all.
Like, whatever. Like, it's fine.
I'm not gonna play good at all. But So one of the things that I've learned that I have to do is just, one, I have to plan ahead. I have to know that I'm going to go play the next day. I'm like, all right, I'm going to play the next day. So I'm going to wake up. All I'm going to do is drink coffee. I'm not going to eat shit. And then I'm going to go play. But as soon as I'm done playing, as long as I play good or bad, whatever. But if I put like legitimate like effort into it, I reward myself.
Reward yourself with a good meal?
I almost couldn't say reward. Yeah, I reward myself with a bomb-ass meal.
That's
a meal and booze.
Up.
And booze.
All right.
I'm like, all right, I'm going to go play. I'm going to do a solid like 3-4 hours.
Before you can eat.
And then I can go eat and drink.
That's really weird.
It's like the reward thing. But I do better when I do it like that. I was thinking about going to play tomorrow, actually.
I see that. I figured you'd go play soon. Go to the casino.
Yeah. I haven't got to play enough because fucking 2020, the fucking casino locked itself down and they got rid of the poker table because people were too close together or whatever. It was so fucking disappointing.
Right.
And the one time even I take days off work sometimes. I have days to take off. I take days off work specifically to go to the casino to play poker. Mm-hmm. I did that once in 2020, not realizing that it would be like that. I went to Prescott, PA. It's in Pennsylvania. Mm-hmm. Fucking.
You say PA. I know that stands for Pennsylvania.
I know. I was trying to explain it to anyone that's listening that doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Maybe a moment explaining it. I don't need to. But anyways,
okay.
I go there, and
Stop frowning. What do you want?
And yeah, they didn't have a poker room either, and I didn't know this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know there was the part with the poker room. They had shut it down. Not only did they shut it down, they cleared it out and had other shit there. I'm like, damn it, fuck! It's like the whole reason I came here to do this.
Speaking of gambling, do you want to talk about Cleveland baseball, where they changed the name from the Indians to the Guardians?
Absolutely.
Nothing to do with gambling. Sorry.
But yeah, go ahead.
That was my segue.
Yeah, bring the whole.
What the fuck, dude?
That was the whole thing.
The Guardians.
The Guardians.
Doesn't even make any sense.
Okay, so
they were going to go back to the Spiders, which I'm glad they didn't do that, I guess.
No, I'm not good with the Spiders.
That's weird.
Okay, so the thing that I read said that the Indians have been named the Indians
because of the first Indian football or baseball player.
But not only that, but it's been like 100 years that
right,
they have
it's
the
been
same
a long
name.
time.
So I can understand.
Why would they change it?
I can understand changing the name.
Why?
Sometimes you need to change some shit.
Why?
But I feel like
there's no legitimate reason. They're changing it so people don't get offended. Like, why are you going to be offended by any sports team name? Like, what is there to get offended by? It's a sports team.
I don't know. I don't think anyone was really offended by it. I think a bunch of white people, not even Indians, were just like decided that they were going to complain about it just because they were bored.
I think this
I don't think
offensive.
I don't think they actually felt anything about it. They were just like, we're going to do this because we're going to get justice
because we have
or
nothing
whatever.
better to do but
and
complain.
We got a victory, and they just feel good about their victory, but they don't actually give a shit about whether it's
right. But I kind of.
The main thing I was saying is I thought that we could come up with like a better name besides the Guardians.
Well, there was this whole thing on their page, like, you know, for people to vote on and stuff. I forget all the names that they had, but there was...
Was there a thing where they could vote on it? I didn't know
there was the Spiders, there was the Guardians, there was...
Someone pointed out to me that Guardians and Indians, the beginning part's different. It ends the same. Is that one of the reasons why they thought they'd choose it?
I don't know if that's one of the reasons, but I did see a meme. You know the one where the guy's walking with his girl, and then the other girl walks by?
Yeah.
And so it had the gar, and then the in, and it took me like a minute to figure out what was going on.
In the one part, because it's like, oh my god, the ending is exactly the same. But the beginning is different.
Right.
And then the one article I read was saying that they chose that because of the statues on the bridge. Did you see that?
No.
There's one of the bridges in Cleveland.
Okay.
That on two sides of the part that's holding of the bridge.
Okay.
That you drive through.
Right.
There's these statues that are like guardians. Mm-hmm. And they said that's where they got it from.
Maybe.
No, that's where they got it from. That's the reasoning for the name choice or whatever.
Okay.
Or the name suggestion that they finally chose. I think they said that they had like over 1,000 names.
No, it actually says it's ridding itself of a previous. Oh my gosh. Ridding itself of a previous name that many found highly offensive. So it was highly offensive.
I don't know if anyone
to be
found
named
fucking highly
Indian.
offensive. That's
and
a
I've seen
lie.
So many people
That's a
like
bullshit.
they're always gonna be the tribe. Like I don't know why they didn't change it to something like that, like the tribe, like Cleveland tribe.
That would have been a better idea. That would have
Right.
been way better.
Right.
Just generic the tribe, because half the time we called them the tribe anyways.
Right.
That would have been fine.
I'm trying to find like all the name options that were like the main ones.
I understand.
The crows was the other one. Spiders and crows.
I don't know if I would have liked the crows.
I wouldn't have liked that. No, not at all.
But why couldn't they pick like a tougher animal or something? That would have been cool. Like if they would have just chose maybe like a tougher animal with the cool like, and then the symbol could have been like a cool animal head.
Did you see the new symbol with the G on the baseball and wings and shit? That was stupid.
Like that's what I'm saying. That we could have got a better.
They should have at least kept something with the C for Cleveland and made it like Cleveland. I don't know, Chargers or something stupid.
No, they're still going to use a C type.
I know, but they could have at least kept like done the C like a CC or something instead of this stupid G that looks ridiculous. I don't know. Yeah, I'd have been much happier if they would have just went like the tribe.
Tribe would have been good. I wrote down that I think what about if they...
Cleveland Rockers.
Cleveland Rockers? Because of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is right there. That's a good one.
That makes sense.
What about the Cleveland Caveman?
The Cleveland Naps. That would have been a terrible name.
What about the Cleveland Woolly Bears?
That would have been terrible as well.
It's like a caterpillar.
See, the Cleveland Crows, that would have kept the CC, but I don't like the Crows.
What about the Cleveland Cornstalks?
And the Blue Sox. How sucky would that have been?
What about the Cleveland Cornstalks?
That's stupid. We're not in Kansas.
Ohio's known for corn, though. You go a little more further south, there's a lot of corn.
Blue Sox. We have the Red Sox, the White Sox, and the Blue Sox.
Well, there's the Cleveland Browns. What if they would just picked a different color? Like the Cleveland Greens? Cleveland Oranges?
The oranges? Yay, oranges! No. That's stupid.
The Cleveland Purple?
No.
What about, MGK, Machine Gun Kelly? He's from Cleveland. What was the Cleveland Machine Gun Kellys? And then he could have been like the...
What? No. No.
What about the Cleveland Jedis?
Look, Burning River, that probably would have been offensive too.
Burning River. Jesus. That doesn't work.
It doesn't work at all.
What about maybe like the Cleveland Zombies?
What? You're insane.
The Cleveland Necromancers.
There you go. That's a winner.
It's a good name.
No, it's not.
No. Okay.
I don't like the Guardians. I feel like that was like the safest one they could have
It's
chosen.
so safe. They're like, we don't want to offend anybody. And what's something
like we're not gonna pick anything
lame?
That's gonna be aggressive in any way.
Or any way.
Or anything.
Shape or form. And even the symbol is fucking stupid. Why has there got to be a baseball in it? Why couldn't it be like a...
But I don't understand the wings. Like, it's not like the Cleveland Angels.
It would have made more sense if it was like
Guardian.
I'm picturing an angelic helmet with wings on it.
Right,
would have been better.
The old movie, like Angels in the Outfield, like something like that.
Sure.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
I know Angel.
Really?
Look at me. What am I doing?
Oh, okay. There you go.
What am I doing?
There you go. The wings, because they see the angel. Nobody can see this, which is good.
It's very... You got an angel with you, bro. From where I'm sitting, bud.
I'm just like, I'm
From
upset.
where I'm sitting, bud.
Upset for years that they've been trying to get rid of...
We'll be a family when the Angels win the pennant. And then he's like, please, God, let the angel win.
Right.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay. Calm down. I don't know. I've been like for years. They've been talking about how they're gonna get rid of Chief Wahoo, and I was just like,
yeah, they have that. There was I remember this.
which I mean, I guess I kind of understand that, but at the same time, like he's not made to be offensive. He's
I know,
made
but
to be like a character.
At the same time,
like,
you could
hurrah.
see how it's a little offensive,
Right?
because
Like I could see that.
the Indians aren't actually Indians. All right, what are they? They landed on Plymouth Rock, and they're like, "Is this India?" And they're like, "No," and they're like, Indians."
Whatever. Okay. Anyways,
You know what I'm talking about?
I understand how
Christopher Columbus is like, I'm going to go the other way
yes,
to get to
Christopher
India.
Columbus found America.
And that's where he thought he was.
Accident, because he had no idea what he was doing. Yes,
And
I
it's like,
understand.
look at all these
Why
Indians
they took away
here.
Columbus Day? Because he was a terrible person. Blah 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 blah. Whatever. That's fine. I don't care. It was a good holiday to have off. It wasn't really relevant.
I totally ripped that joke off from somebody. By the way, it wasn't my own thought.
I don't know.
Hey!
So,
You know,
go
if
ahead.
I had a baseball team
Mhm.
and I had to name them,
Mhm.
I feel like, do you know what I would name them?
What?
The Cleveland Starfish.
You should name them the Funky Franks. No?
The Funky Franks.
Yeah. And then you could play that song. Get funky.
I didn't finish my thought here.
Alright, whatever.
It's not going to work out because you interrupted everything. I was going to say, I would name them the Cleveland Starfish, and then our symbol could look like buttholes.
What?
Starfish.
Why do starfish look like buttholes?
You've never heard that before?
No?
Yeah, pink starfish. It's like a butthole.
Has anybody
Starfish.
heard of this starfish look
Yes,
like
they have. A
buttholes?
lot of people have.
I don't think so.
Damn it.
Please let me know if anybody's heard of this. This is news to me.
Of course I've heard of it. They've all heard of it.
I don't think so.
I don't know, I haven't heard of it.
Where's your notebook?
It's in
You
my,
just have a piece of paper
it's
now?
in my car, actually. But
Did you bring me my Lion King shirt?
I didn't. No, it's at home. It's
Mm.
dirty.
Mm.
I wore this Pretty Princess shirt, though.
Yeah, I know. I see that. Who's your favorite Disney princess? And why?
I kind of like the bitch from Tangled.
Yeah,
That one.
the bitch. Which one are you referring to?
Rapunzel.
Oh. Okay. And she's the bitch.
It's just general. Just
I like her too. I agree.
Other than that, I mean, I like Ariel. I like Ariel because, you know, that's that one scene where she gets her legs and then she's like looking at her feet like, oh my God. You know what I'm talking about? You know the scene?
Yeah, I
She's
know
in the
the
water
scene.
and she lifts her legs up and she like wiggles her toe. She's, like,
Mhm.
looking at her feet.
Yeah, and then she wears like that weird like ship thing that she found. Like, I don't know what it's supposed to be. Like, there's that giant piece of cloth with like the rope on it.
And then there's
Weirdo.
Cinderella, you know,
With the mice.
proves that you know, a pair of shoes can change your life.
Okay. I like Jasmine because she has a tiger.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
she does have a tiger,
I love to
which
have a
is
tiger.
not good, not safe.
Yeah, I would
You can't
love
just
to
have
that.
a tiger.
I love it.
The thing is not.
You know who
stable.
else I really like? Merida from Brave.
I've actually not seen that one. I have not watched that one, and I have not watched Frozen either.
You haven't watched Frozen?
I have not.
Have you done it out of spite because you're
I've
just
done
so
it
mad about it?
Out of spite, yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Logan really liked Frozen when it came out, and I was irritated too. They're like, it's the best movie. It's the new Lion King. And I'm like, screw you. You can't beat the Lion King, right? And so I was very upset about it too. And I was like, it's not that good. Whatever. It's not bad. I like it. The second one's not bad either.
Oh, that's right. They made a second one?
Mm-hmm.
What? No, I didn't watch that shit either.
But Olaf is pretty awesome.
Okay. He's the snowman.
Yeah, he's a
I know
snowman.
that part.
He's pretty awesome.
I like Tangled.
I do like Tangled.
That was really the last, like,
That's one of my favorites.
one like that I did, because there was Flynn, and then the horse, and the frying pan, and then she had her little lizard buddy.
The horse is, what's his name?
I don't know.
Starts with an M.
I don't know. Mike?
No, God, no.
Mercedes?
No, it's like, oh gosh, I don't remember. It'll come to me in a second.
So, but you don't like this shirt? You wouldn't want it?
No, I don't want that shirt.
You don't want this shirt?
No.
Damn it.
Sorry.
No, you said you were talking about the Lion King thing. I went to look for the Lion King one, but this is the only one I found. And I thought it was close enough. But apparently...
Oh, no, that is not even near close.
But there wasn't... No, I was just saying there's no other Lion King shirts.
Whatever. Have you seen...
The one that I got...
Have you seen Lion King 2?
Lion King 2?
Yeah.
No.
What?
Are you talking about the live action one?
No. I'm talking about Lion King the second with Scar's son.
Nope. They didn't even know.
Kovu.
Didn't even know it existed.
It's amazing.
Is it?
Yes, it's so good.
When was this made?
Oh my gosh, what year was Lion King made? Like 98?
I guess so. So when was the second one made?
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I honestly don't know.
No, I didn't know it existed.
Is it like Magnus or something for the horse? I don't know.
Magnus? No, I have no idea. I thought you were looking it up. You have your phone in your hand. You're not like...
Maximus.
Okay, Maximus.
I was kind of close, I guess.
I am Maximus Aurelius something of whatever.
Have you seen Lion King 1.5?
No, probably not.
Yeah, it's about Timon and Pumbaa.
Okay.
Okay, so Lion King 2 was released in 98. So what year was Lion King released?
Probably like 89 or something.
94.
No, I don't think anyone knows there's a Lion King 2.
Okay, not everybody. A lot of people know there's a Lion King 2. You'll have to watch it. It's really good.
Probably not. Speaking of new movies, have you seen the preview for the new Jackass movie?
No.
It's going to be a new Jackass movie. Isn't that exciting?
Yeah, no.
I'm pretty excited about that.
Do you know what movie I want to see? Oh God, what is it?
You don't even know what it's called. You don't even know what it's called?
The Hitman's Guardman or something. What is it?
The Hitman Wife's Bodyguard?
Yes.
God, why do I know this? You don't even know what the name of this is. You're trying to tell me you're excited to see it? I wanted to talk about Jackass.
The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard.
You don't like Jackass?
Not really.
You don't like Jackass?
Not really.
You don't find it funny?
It's okay.
It's so goddamn funny.
Language.
It's funny.
It's not that funny.
It's pretty funny.
It's a bunch of guys just like hurting each other.
Hurting each other, taking their dicks out, all that stuff. It's very funny. It's so funny. Maybe it's more a guy thing.
I don't know, maybe.
I'm pretty excited about the new movie.
Well, I'm excited that you're excited, I guess.
It's amazing. Steve-O's there. Steve-O's sober.
I did like Steve-O.
He's not doing drugs anymore?
Yeah. It is weird that he has a picture, like a tattoo of himself on his back, though.
It might be...
That's kind of strange.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty old. Pretty faded.
It is pretty old, but I like Steve-O.
But yeah, but this is the point. He's like...
But he's had that forever. Like, remembering him when I was a teenager.
He's had that forever, yeah.
Right. I did like Steve-O.
But no, he's even better now.
Right.
He's a better Steve-O now.
Right.
Because he's completely sober. He's got his own podcast. He's got his own YouTube channel that gets tons of views. And he does little stunts here and there. And then now he's doing the new Jackass movie.
So I have my iPhone now. I switched back to iPhone. And it has the podcast thing. Is that free?
I don't know what you're talking about. Podcast thing?
Do you not you don't have an iPhone, right?
No, I don't have an iPhone.
Yeah, it's got this podcasts thing that it came with. I don't know if it's free or not. I don't listen to any podcasts unless they're like on Facebook that I listen to them through.
Like
there.
I don't know what that is. It looks similar to the iHeartRadio thing. Oh, it's Apple podcast. It's very specific. But there's like a bunch of different formats where people, share their shit. Like
yeah, I'm cheap and I don't want to pay for anything. I'll listen to the free stuff.
There's a bunch of.
Do you know who I like? I really like Bailey. I don't know her last name.
I don't know.
But she does the videos of it's makeup and murder, is what she does.
Makeup and murder.
Yeah.
No,
Bailey
I have no idea.
Sarian. Her. I don't know if you've ever seen her stuff, but she does her makeup while she's like talking about these weird murder stories and things that happen. Yeah, I like her. Jimmy makes fun of me because he's like, "Why are you listening to this stuff? You getting ideas?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'm getting ideas." Not really getting ideas. That was just a joke. Well, we're here now.
Oh, yeah, it's gone. Yeah, no. There was one other thing I wanted to mention. This is like random, not compared to anything we were talking about. But at work, there's this guy, and he's got this laugh.
All right.
He's got this laugh. It sounds like fucking Goofy. He really yucks it up, like a real deep, like Goofy laugh.
That's
like,
awesome.
I can't do it, but I thought so too. I was like, do you hear this guy's laugh? It's pretty good. He really yucks it up, you know.
Right.
He yuck, but like it's a laugh. It's a full on like Goofy laugh.
Right. That's awesome.
And I thought it was awesome too at first, but
it gets kind of annoying.
But he keeps fucking doing it so many times.
Right.
There was the one guy mentioned like, I'm so sick of this guy's laugh. I'm like, I kind of like this laugh. He's like, yeah, but you haven't heard him do it like 6 times in a fucking row. So you're like, why does he keep doing it? And there was one day that we were in like the lunchroom or whatever, and I haven't heard it in a while.
Right.
And then he did it once, and I'm like, haha, I like that laugh. But then he did it like 4 or 5 or 6 more times, and I'm like, all right, this is old already.
Right, this is annoying.
Why are you still laughing like that? And it was just...
I have a lot of different laughs. Do you have different laughs?
I don't think so.
No, you just laugh one way. I have different laughs. Jimmy makes fun of me. So apparently I have a seagull laugh. And then a hyena laugh. And then, I don't know, a couple other ones. So, like, my seagull one is, like, it's kind of quiet. And then I'm, like, it's like almost like a silent laugh. And then I do, like, a... And, like, he says that I sound like a seagull.
No, I know exactly which one he's talking about. You've laughed at me with that laugh before. Where, yeah, it's, like, real soft and then it gets loud and squeaky like a seagull. It's like, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right? It's terrible. And then he says I have a hyena laugh, which is, like, I don't know what it is. I can't, like, do it on cue, you know.
But you don't even know you're doing it because it's your own laugh. Just like me, you asked me if I have different laughs. Like, I don't know. Someone else is going to have to tell you.
I'm fully aware that I have different laughs. Like, I hear it when I'm laughing, and it's like different laughs based on the amount of hilariousness going on, I guess. Or on my mood. Or if I'm drinking, I guess. I guess that could probably play a part into it. But, you know, there's a lot of different factors.
Another thing I wanted to talk about briefly was I got sick like the other weekend.
All right.
I got legitimately sick, like
fever sick or like puking sick?
No, just like a cold sick, like your typical like.
Okay. I
cough. I'm like, I'm sick. I'm stuffed up.
Mm-hmm.
And I took a like Monday off.
Okay.
Or something off work, and I was sick throughout the weekend. I realized I was sick, and I drank a bunch of cough syrup, and I had like Tylenol cold and sinus.
Right.
And I was just taking a bunch.
Advil cold and sinus is like the best.
I was taking a bunch of these pills, right?
Mm-hmm. And got doped up.
Cleared up. Yeah, I doped myself up. I totally did. But then I ended up, I go back to work, and then the one day I'm at work, I get this sinus pressure in my head that is so intense that I'm like, well, I'm going to have to leave now. I'm going to have to be like, I'm sorry, bro, but I have to get out of here because I can't do this right now.
Right.
Because there's like machines running and stuff, and I'm like, it's killing me right now. But then I popped some more. I brought some pills with me.
Right.
And I break them in half to get rid of the like time release coating.
Oh, goodness.
So I'm like, fuck this. I need to go now.
Did
so
it taste terrible?
Break them in half, and I swallowed them quick enough that I didn't even taste any of it.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And, yeah, I got to the point where I'm, like, trying to set something up. And I'm like, I'm going to set this up, tell this guy to run it, and then I'm fucking out of here. Because it was...
that bad.
It amped it up to the weight, and then it was like... And then it dispersed. Because I took those pills, and it took a while to kick in. I'm like, Jesus Christ, why is this happening to me? And then and then it happened again the next day. But like I was kind of ready for it. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is happening again?
Right.
And then it happened again the next day. But I wasn't taking the pills anymore, and I think I realized that I think it was because I took so many pills to clear the sinuses that it actually caused it after I stopped taking them. That my body didn't know what to do with it or whatever. I don't know how to...
There's actually a lot of like sinus type medications that have like warnings on them, like you can't use them for so many days in a row, otherwise it starts to have an adverse effect.
I think that's exactly what happened. Is I used them too many days in a row because I'm like, fuck this, I'm not dealing with this.
I had this nasal spray, and it was Vicks nasal spray, best thing ever on a cold. But I used it too much, and then I lost my sense of smell for like 2 weeks.
Oh, shit. But no, like, fucking... And then the one day, it was like, it was a Saturday. No. The one weekend, I felt the sickness. I got sick. I called off Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, I was still kind of sick, but I was still taking the pills. And then it was Thursday. That's when the headache hit. And I was like, what the fuck? Because I didn't take any pills until then.
Right.
And then Friday, it happened again. And then the weekend came Saturday, and I didn't have to go anywhere. I was just in my house, and I was just walking around my house, and the headache came back, like a headache, but intense sinus pressure. Like I could feel it.
Like there in the front.
This just needs to get dispersed out, and I don't know why it's stuck right here. And I just walked around my house for like 45 minutes going, why? Why?
I've had luck with like peppermint oil. If you get peppermint oil and just rub it on your temples, and then if it's sinus pressure, you can rub it here, and that helps. Or if you get like, do you have like a rice heating pad?
No, I don't have any of that shit.
So if you have like a rice heating pad, you can kind of put it on there, and it'll kind of help relieve some of that pressure.
I guess that would help, but the thing we came down to is I took the pills like for a week in a row.
Right,
and
then
it was
too much.
It fucked up my whatever. I don't know what it was.
So I've actually doped myself up one time on accident on meds. And it was when Jimmy was helping me move to Texas, and we were driving from Georgia to Texas. And I had like the worst cold I've ever had in my life. And so he got me some Robitussin, and I had never taken Robitussin. And he's like, here, take some of this. And so instead of like doing the little cup that it comes with and measuring it, I just like took a chug of it.
Jesus.
And I didn't even realize that I was messed up until my stepdad at the time came home, and I got up to say hi to him and to give him a hug, and Bailey, our old dog, started freaking out, and I was like, oh my God, I'm totally fucked up right now. And like it was pretty intense. And then I got like all like paranoid and stuff. It was really weird. I was like, I don't want to take that anymore. That made me weird.
Boom.
Boom shakalaka. Alright, do you want to watch The Lion King 2?
I guess.
Okay.
So, thanks for doing this again, Sam.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun, even though I got interrupted twice or whatever.
That's part of my charm.
Yeah, I guess so. So, thanks for listening, if you're out there. And
have a good night.
Have a great night.
Boom, boom, boom. Music. I gotta put my chipsticks away.